And here is Master Chef Martin Yan.
Remember, if Yan can cook, Yan can cook, so can you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for HPE's first celebration of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. We are so excited to have you join today. This is the first time we've ever done it. And these are unprecedented times, so we are so happy to bring it to you virtually, as well as connecting with the Houston CEA as well. And besides this exciting cooking segment with Chef Martin, we have amazing giveaways at the end of the show as well. But you must be present in order to win a prize. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Andrea Chasko. I'm the Vice Chair of the Asian Network in San Jose, and part of HPE's Global Inclusion and Diversity team. It's my honor to kick off the signature event today, and I'd like to introduce you to my partner in crime, Duncan Ding.
Thank you, Andrea. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? I'm Duncan Ding from our HPE campus in Houston, Texas. Okay, I'm from the finance department of our compute products. And today, on behalf of the CEA, Chinese Employee Association, located in Houston, Texas, I would like to thank HPE ERG's and Diversity Office for celebrating this event in their ongoing effort to make HPE a pleasant place to work in. And also our thanks go to Asian Network in our San Jose campus for organizing this event. They did a fantastic job. A lot of time and effort have been put into it. Thank you very much. And today, honestly, I have been a fan of Martin Yan since a long time ago. Look at the gray hair. So I'm really excited to be able to co-host this event with Andrea, and I'm looking forward to it. It will be fun. Back to you, Andrea.
May marks Asian Pacific American Heritage Month to celebrate and recognize the contributions and the influence of Asian Americans and Pacific Islander Americans, along with our history, culture, achievements in the U.S. The month of May, which was chosen to commemorate the immigration of the first Japanese to the U.S. in 1843, and to mark the anniversary of the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in May of 1869. The majority of the workers who laid the tracks for the Transcontinental Railroad were Chinese immigrants. Today, Asian Pacific American Heritage Month brings together Asians from over 48 countries to celebrate our culture, our history, and our achievements. Our overall theme for this month at HPE is to know a people, know their stories. One of the most powerful vehicles for storytelling is through food. So today, through food, we are going to show you who we are, where we come from, how we live, what we believe, and who we will become.
Thank you very much. Well said, Andrea. By the way, our dear audience, you may see us a little, sometimes a little rusty in our script. To be honest, this is really put together very fast. And today, finance is one of the busiest days in the quarter. So Andrea and I and all of us have been trying our best. So hopefully it won't affect your enjoying. It's casual anyway. So Andrea, that is why we are kicking off this event, this signature event of this whole month of celebrating Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. We are so honored, and the ERGs are so excited to be able to host Mr. Martin Yan, our world-renowned chef, to start this show. I'm really looking forward. And Martin is one of the chefs, Asian chefs that started in America, the first time start their show in America. And today, we're lucky to have our own version of Yan can cook, so can you, the HPE version. And then, Martin, many people know him. And the younger people may have heard of him also. He was one of the first Asian chefs to be featured on public television for more than 3,000 shows, cooking shows, over 50 countries. And then he also has been featured guest judge on cooking shows like Top Chef, Iron Chef, and a guest on Hell's Kitchen. So we have a celebrity here. All right, back to you, Andrea.
That is quite a resume. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to introduce to you over Zoom the amazing and legendary Chef Martin Yan. Yay!
Now, you look at the backdrop. You're all in my studio kitchen. And here is my kitchen. This is my kitchen. Today, one of the very few occasions that I invite all of you into my kitchen, Martin Yan's kitchen. Now, we're talking about the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. And it's very appropriate because I am Asian. And I crossed the Pacific. Now I live in America. So it's differently Asian Pacific American. Okay, so we're so excited to share this wonderful month of culture, food, and lifestyle from all over this Asia Pacific Islander and American. All the wonderful heritage we will share together. And today we just kick off with something that I want to share with you. People always wonder, Chef Yan, how do you start it? How do you start it? What is your journey in the very beginning? I was born and raised in Guangzhou, China. In fact, my father's hometown is Taoyuan and Kaiping. We talked about, Andrew was talking about the railroad worker. They're all from that area, about 16,000 of these wonderful forefathers of ours from the Taoyuan, Haiping area to build the transcontinental railway. When I was about 13 years old, went to Hong Kong and tried to pursue my dreams. Because in the old days, we all talk about American dream. And my mother said, go to America, because my father at one point was working in Portland, Oregon, and he make enough money, he couldn't stay, he couldn't buy any property, so went back to China to buy them. But my mother always have a dream that you got to go to America. So he asked me, take off, and I give a backpack and $5 in my pocket, $5 US in my pocket, and I left home and I went to Hong Kong. And I went to Hong Kong to stay with one of my father's buddy. They used to work in Portland, Oregon. But my father went back to China and he went to Hong Kong to open a small restaurant. So they're from the same village. We call him uncle. So I literally ended up working in his restaurant. It's a catering restaurant, very famous for barbecue and dim sum. So I practice my craft, but the chef is pretty rough. You make one mistake, they use a big ladle, boom. If you make bigger mistake, they kick your butt. So in the old days, chefs are very rough, and they are they are somehow abusive in a sense. This is the way they think they can teach you and remind you, don't make the second mistake. Then while I was in Hong Kong, I work in the restaurant on weekends, after school, in the summer. This is how I practice my knife skills. That's why I can bone a chicken very, very fast. And then after I graduate, and I was sponsored by the Christian church to come to North America to go to school. So I have been very, very fortunate. My mother never went to school. I never have any money. I don't have any relatives. So I just come to America and have to take care of myself. So this is the beginning, the early days of my career and my journey. I have nothing, no rich relatives, nobody take care of me in Hong Kong except some not even relatives, my father's village buddies. And then I come to America. And then I started my American journey. But I want to talk about my American journey after a little cooking demonstration. Now, in any Chinese or Asian kitchen, one of the most important tools is not the wok itself, but a knife. Knife is a very important knife, a very important tool. Without the knife, you cannot do a lot of Asian things. With Asian dishes, you cut up a lot of things into bite-sized pieces to save energy, and then you can use the chopstick to eat. That's why very important to have knife skills. Just like you go to culinary school, you go to a restaurant, the first thing they want you to learn is knife skills so that you don't cut yourself. When you have a sharp knife, a safe knife is a much safer knife. Now I'm going to show you how sharp this knife is, okay? This is paper towel. This is paper towel. And the paper towel is very hard to cut, but when you have the sharp knife, you go to cut. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? This is how fast, how sharp the knife is. How sharp? Just another check. Now, look at this. You have paper towel, many, many folds. Look at that, many, many folds. A lot of folds right here, right? And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to show everybody. Look at that. Look at all of these. Huh? Isn't it amazing? If you get a knife this sharp, you can do anything in any Asian dishes. This is I call it the Chinese paper cutting in the kitchen. But anyway, I just want to remind you, a knife is important. So I invited my good friend, Chef Tony. He is executive chef of NY China. We have been friends for many, many years. We do a lot of judging. Chef Tony. Now, Chef Tony is doing something amazing. When you know how to use your knife, when you have a good knife skill, Chef Tony is doing a demonstration you have never seen anywhere. So anybody under 18, don't try this skill or technique, okay? Now look at this. Here, I have a balloon. On top, underneath the balloon, actually is 4 giant nail, very, very sharp nail. You put the balloon right on top of these, and then you cut thin strips of chicken or pork in this knife without popping the balloon. Now, young children, do not touch a knife until you're 18 years old. Now look at it. How chef does it? Cut thin slices. I want to show everybody how thin this slice is. How thin the slices is. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? For all the children home, applause. Give Chef Tony credit. Look at that. Then you put it over here. You continue to cut this. Now, unbelievable, huh? This is very, very sharp. sharp knife, balloon, you do not want to pop. Beautiful, look at that. Every single one is this thing. Now this is the control. Now let me show you. Let me show you. I'm not kidding. Now listen to this. You pop. Woo! This is the big giant nail. That's why we show you this is for real. But young children do not practice this alone until you're 18 years old. Oh, unless you take cooking class from a culinary school or work with master chef like Chef Tony or Martin Yan, okay? Don't touch anything dangerous, remember, okay? Now, the next thing I want to show you is how I use the knife. Shred it, yeah. I want to show you, and then Chef Tony can show you here, how can you cut things this shredded, okay? And I'm going to show you, here you cut into things like this thing, and then you go. Let me show you all of these, how thin the slices. Let me show you. Is it nice and thin? This is how thin this is. All of these, because we're going to use this, slice all of these up. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to slice this up and use it in one of our noodle dish, okay? So now, another thing that I like to show some of you, parents at home, not young children, but parent at home can do this. You start with the cucumber, an English cucumber, seedless cucumber. We turn that into a snake. Make it this long, because this way you can do pickled cucumber, you can do sweet, hot and sour cucumber as an appetizer. Now, first of all, you do that at an angle, 45 degrees, okay? But not cut through it. Cut at an angle, 35 degree at an angle. 35 degree, okay? Cut. Very, very thin slices at a slanted angle, okay? Everybody can, a parent can do it at home, okay? Look at that. Okay, now and then after that, you turn it 180 degree. 180 degree, that means turn it to the other side. But this time, it is straight forward, perpendicular, but still at a 30 degree slanted angle in terms of knife. So you're not cutting through the whole thing, okay? Amazing. Look at that. Cut. Look at that. Then when it's done, I will show you when it's done. I'm going to show you. You line this all up. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Ah, look at this. Isn't it amazing? Look at this. Look at that. And then you turn this upside down. Look at this. You turn this upside down. You know what you have? You have a snake. Isn't that amazing? That's
snake. Incredible.
Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Now, we have two snakes right here. One snake here and one snake here. Look at how beautiful. You see? Everybody can do it like this. Oh, look at this. Look at that. You have two snakes. Now, with the right tool, you can do other things. Chef Tony is going to show you how to make a roast out of a piece of carrot. This is a piece of carrot. Look at that, a piece of carrot, right? First, you cut into quarters, okay, or five, and then you cut with a small knife, okay? Thinly slice, and then you trim it, okay? After you thinly slice, you trim it, and once again, after you trim it, you once again, thinly slice again. Thinly slice, the pedal. We are forming the pedal. Okay. Once again, trim the top. Each time you do it, you trim the top. Okay. And then once again, you got 3, 4. A good chef, you can do 5 layers of roast. Okay. It's just total control of your knife. That's the knife skill. The most important thing in an Asian kitchen is knife and the knife skill. Now look at that. Look how beautiful. Everybody can do this at home. Use a very small knife, okay? And then we show you, amazing. Oh, beautiful. It's done. Look at that. This is the final product of the roast. Isn't it amazing, huh? Can you see this? Can you see this? And then you put in ice water. And this way, you have that. And you can also do with the beet, radish. You can do it with this. Look at that. Or you can use daikon. Look at this. You can use all of these. This is amazing. That means we can produce a lot of things. And these are the things that we show you. Now, knife skill. You start with a wonderful, you see that in Thai restaurant, in Vietnamese restaurant, they carve a lot of things. You can use melon, watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe to do it. This is a melon. You carve a hole out of these and right in the middle. Look at that. Right in the middle, you open it and then you slice it. Use a small knife, okay? Let's take a close look at how chef does it, okay? Total control of your knife. Everybody can practice at home, okay? Why Chef Tony is doing all of these, you see how he does it? He slices and he shaped the paddle. Look at that. Look at that, he shaped the paddle. Why Chef Tony is doing all of these with total control of his knife? I am gonna go back and continue my culinary and personal journey. Now you remember, after I left Hong Kong, sponsored by the Christian Church to come to the US, I landed in America with $5 to $10 US in my pocket. No support from anybody else, okay? And the Christian Church said, you are on your own. So I looked for a job. The second day I landed. So I get a job in a restaurant. Actually, in the beginning, I washed dishes. I helped them to cook. And then later on, I bust the table. I also work as a waiter. We work hours and hours. And then I decided to pursue my American dream. So I applied for university. I went to UC Davis to study food science because I love food. I know that if I can feed myself, I can feed the world. So I went to UC Davis. But during that time, I tried to open a cooking school. You know what? Nobody showed up in my cooking school. Nobody signed up in 2 months. And I end up sleeping on the floor of the cooking school in my sleeping bags because I have no money. Nobody signed up because nobody know who I am. I opened a cooking school. So I had a really, really rough time. And then somebody told me, you know what? You can teach cooking class. I heard somebody in UCLA, Madame Wu, is teaching cooking class for the university extension. So I applied. And I walked into the extension office and talked to the director. I said, I want to teach. And the director said, are you a master chef? Have you been an executive chef in a restaurant for more than 10, 15 years? I said, none of them. But I said, I need the money to go to school. If you don't give me a chance, I wouldn't be able to stay in this great university, University of California. So he said, okay, I give you a chance. So I buy a little ad in the Davis Enterprise, little ad this way. It said, if you have 15 people sign up, we'll give you a chance to teach. So I call all my friends, all the people that come to the restaurant to eat. And I said, you gotta help me out. I need your help. You gotta support me so I can stay here in this wonderful, small university town, Davis. You know what? Within a week, there are 45 people signing up. So I started my cooking class at UC Davis. Later, I also teach at UC Irvine, UC and all the other campuses, and also Travis Air Force Base. And I love to teach because I can share with people, okay? So all of these things, you're doing it really, really well because you never give up. So in life, you do not, hey, take a look at what Chef Tony have done so far. Look at that, so far, so far. Let us have one over here. Then while he's finishing it up, I'm gonna show you the final product. You will be totally amazed. I'm gonna show you the final product. You see how he does it? He cut it like this, he cut it like this, and then trim it and cut it in thin slices. Total control of your knife, you see that? And this is how you do it. Now, final product, this is almost done. This is the final product. Look at that, isn't it amazing? For all the children at home, applause. Give Chef Tony credit. And oh, isn't it amazing? So far, you have seen this one, look at that. All of these things are right here. So far, all of these are wonderful garnish that you can probably learn how to do at home. Look at that. Look at all of these. You see this? So we're going to show everybody something else. Now, after all of these wonderful things, let us went through my other journey in life. We're going to show everybody that in 1978, that is 42 years ago, I started to do the Yankee Cook Show. And I tell you, it's not easy. I was only a replacement in a studio. They asked me to come and say, hey, our chef got sick. Can you come to be our guest chef? And I said, I have never faced a camera before. I don't understand television, and my English is not very good. Sometimes I don't even understand myself. So don't worry, we have no choice. Our chef was sick, got a flu. So I went over there, and then you know what? That was that big back in the days in Calgary, Alberta. And you know what happened? Minus 40 degrees. I put all the ingredient in the trunk. By the time I take it out from the trunk, I get to the studio, even at about 10 blocks, it's all frozen. Everything is frozen. I can't really cook. Then I tell everybody, I said, you know what? When I was in school, I loved frozen food, frozen dinner. I want to show you how to do frozen food. In those days, they don't even have a microwave oven. They try to defrost everything. But it's life. So I said, okay, show you. I'm going to show you how to do frozen food. So I use my knife. I chop, and I do a little quick stir fry with all these frozen vegetable and frozen meat. And I said, this is Martinez's version of the frozen food. And since 1978, we have traveled all over the world, all over Asia, all over the world, to feature wonderful master chef, home cooks, and all the wonderful culture and heritage of all many countries. And since 1978, I have done close to 3,500 cooking shows broadcast in 50, 60 countries around the world. At one point, we estimate that we can reach 2 billion people. So this is my television career. Now I still do television. My latest show is Taste of Vietnam and Taste of Malaysia and the Spice Kingdom, Chengdu, the home of the panda. Now, the next thing I want to show everybody is how to do some dim sum dumpling. How's that sound? So let us show you how to do different dumpling And then later on, I'll show you how to take care of the knife. Now, Chef Tony and myself will be doing it together, okay? We have wonton and dumpling. I'm going to do the wonton and Chef Tony to do the dumpling, okay? And then after that, we put it over here, okay? This is the dough. Now, this is the dough. We have ground meat. Ground meat, you can use ground beef, ground chicken. We have shrimp. We have sausage. We have shrimp and pickle, Sichuan pickle, okay? So we will show everybody this, the difference of these wrapper. Look, let me show you. This is how you do it. You loosen it up, okay? This is the wrapper. This is square, wonton wrapper. Round, pot sticker wrapper or 饺子 wrapper, round, and this is thicker than this, okay? So I'm going to show you how we make the same filling. You can use any filling. We have green onion, we have pepper, we have ground meat, we have cilantro, okay, chopped cilantro. And I'm going to use this knife. And first, see how Chef Tony does it. Look at that. Fold it, fold it. That is pot sticker, okay? That's pot sticker. Beautiful. This is how you do it, okay? Look at this, look at this fold, okay? Pleated. Only pleat on the front, not the back. The back is not pleated, okay? Okay? Make sure they can stand up. Now, they can stand up like this. They can stand up. Now, that is pot sticker. Let's see another one close up to see how Chef Tony does the pot sticker or the 饺子, the dumpling. And then I'll show you how to do wonton. Now, see, this is another one. This is the pot sticker. We're going to pan fry it, okay? Now, how do you do 1 ton? I'm going to make 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton, and 4, 5 ton. Very heavy. You see, you put the ground meat filling. You can be vegetarian. Put it right in the middle. And then you use a tiny bit of water. Tiny bit of water here. You see this? Right here. And a tiny bit of here. And then you fold it. Half. Triangle. See that? Triangle. And then you snap it. You snap the triangle to close it. Now, this is actually one of the way to fold the wonton. And then you put this, you got the angle here, you get the angle here. You put a tiny bit of water, put it right here, okay? Right there. And you twist these two angles and overlap each other. You put it right here. You know what? You have a beautiful wonton like this. You see the wonton? Huh? I'm going to make 2 tons so everybody can enjoy it. Chef Tony is making the 饺子. You can steam them, you can pan fry them, you can deep fry them, okay? Now let me show you. This is another way to fold it. Now look at this. You put a little bit less. Instead of folding it all the way, you start it from here, okay? Start it from here. You see this? Look at that. And then you do the same way. Same way, okay? But this way, it's a lot less meat. This for deep fry. This for boiling, okay? This is for deep fry. So you can pan fry, you can poach, you can deep fry, any of these. So this is how you create wonderful thing, okay? Now, the filling, you can put any filling you want, you know? The filling is, you can control it. So we're gonna put it all together. And then some of them we deep fry, some of them with, we're gonna do about 4 or 5 one ton, okay? And then we're gonna show you how easy it is. First, would boil. Would boil. Oil. This is boil, okay? Boil pot sticker, 1 ton. Would boil. We will put it right over here. We will put it right over here. This is the dumpling. Dumpling. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now, this is boiled dumpling. This is pan fried. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you. You turn this on. Yeah. And then we put this over here and line them all up and pan fry it. So you can pan fry it, you can deep fry it. This is how you make dumpling. Dumpling is wonderful because in this shelter in place, we can make a whole bunch of dumplings and freeze them, okay? Let me show you how we actually freeze our wonderful wonton. Put a tiny bit of oil, okay? Put a tiny bit of oil. Now, we use oil that can withstand high temperature. Most of the oil, you use olive oil, you use regular oil. The smoking point is about 325 to 375. This is 485. It's the camellia oil, okay? You can do stir fry, you can do all kinds of things with this. I put a tiny bit of oil, not much, just enough oil, and pan fry it. And then we're gonna deep fry our wonton. Just to show you, we deep fry our wonton. Amazing. Okay, we will show you. We pan fry and deep fry. Why we pan fry and deep fry? Deep fry the wonton and pan fry the pot sticker, and also we show you how to pot sticker, pan fry or oil, and that's how you do it, okay? Let us remove these, and then we will show you the several things that we have done, okay? Let us get rid of these. And then when the oil is hot enough, we deep fry this. Now while we're deep frying this, we're gonna went to another stage of my journey, life journey.